Poets Warrior, all set. And when racing, got the way to a nice start over here. Poets Warrior was quick into stride. Breeze Over and 20 Drachmas also ran up quickly in the early stages. Behind them is Strewn Sky in fourth position. A further couple of lengths back to Millahue, and Prime Example will take his position at the back end of the field now of the six runners and races about 6 to 7 lengths off the leader as the runners work their way to the 2,200 meter marker. And out in front where he likes to be is Poets Warrior in those tartan colours, and Poets Warrior kicks away about 1.5 lengths here from Breeze Over in second. 20 Drachmas is on the outside, racing up there too, and then behind those comes Prime Example against the panels with Millahue and Strewn Sky. And about 7 lengths will cover this field now as they work their way down the back straight and approach the last 1,800 meters. It's still out there in front, Poets Warrior, who dictates matters. Poets Warrior is the leader here. Breeze Over and 20 Drachmas race just behind the leader. Back in fourth position is Strewn Sky. Then came Prime Example. They're keeping their mounts nice and easy at the moment. And further back to Millahue's now at the back end of the field. Millahue races about 6 to 7 lengths off the leader. So Gavin Larena is out front on Poets Warrior as the runners work their way now to the last 1,200 meters. Poets Warrior led it by 1.5 lengths. On the outside is Breeze Over. Then came 20 Drachmas towards the inside. A further 2 away to Strewn Sky, and on the inside Prime Example. They've got 5 lengths to make up, and now Millahue's become a little bit detached from the main pack and racing about 8 or 9 off them. Down the side of the track, they've got just over 800 meters left to go. Poets Warrior trying to hasten things up. Breeze Over has moved up strongly to his girth now. 2 lengths away then came 20 Drachmas. Then Prime Example on the inside of Strewn Sky. They come down the dog leg. And at the back end of the field is Millahue. Still got 8 lengths to find. About to be homeward bound. 500 out now. And Poets Warrior extends again. Poets Warrior has gone 2 to 3 lengths clear. Breeze Over doesn't appear to be finding much. 20 Drachmas has got 3 lengths to make up. And now Prime Example is asked for an effort, followed by Strewn Sky. But Poets Warrior gallops strongly down to the 300. 20 Drachmas is down the inside. Then Prime Example. No more from Breeze Over, but Poets Warrior is going to keep Gavin Larena back on track here by the looks of things. Poets Warrior goes strongly from 20 Drachmas, and the strong galloper Poets Warrior will give Gavin Larena his 4th winner this afternoon. Superb riding. That wins by 3.5. 20 Drachmas then came in third. Prime Example, Breeze Over, Millahue and Strewn Sky. So let's have a look at the closing stages once again. He's a very remarkable looking horse, as Poets Warrior. He's a big imposing animal. He's a son of Wiley Hall out of the Rakeen mare Lovely Jubbly. So nice for the owners to be rewarded after keeping him in training after a serious injury. And well done to Michael and Adam Azzi. You've got to congratulate the Asmen for bringing him and nurturing back to full good health. That was more like it from Poets Warrior. He's won a good one, and let's hope for more from this horse during the course of the season.
Number 3, Poets Warrior, the horse that really caught our eye in the parade ring, the son of Wiley Hall. Only having his 10th run, has beaten a real field of good stayers. Gavin Larena for the Azzi team. Well done to Dr. Thompson, Ambian Stud, of course, and Mrs. McIntosh and Justice van Wyk. Gav, only 4 out of 5 wins so far, but I mean, this type of length of race is about tactics, and you obviously pulled it off perfectly.
Yeah, Adam and I spoke this morning, Lal, and you know, Adam wanted me to take it up, and it's just nice that it worked out. This horse was a gentleman today. I saw he pulled quite hard in his last run, but obviously he's running a bit fresh. And yeah, I was able to go my fractions. You know, went a nice gallop. He enjoyed it, and he used himself well. And I think he's going to be a nice horse for the future.
I know he is already 5, but I mean, it looks like he's improving.
Yeah, he still feels like he's got a lot of improving to do. Mentally, he still feels a little bit immature. Physically, he feels like a nice, strong boy now. So I'm sure there'll be a nice future. Just a big thank you to Adam and Mr. Az. It's always wonderful to win for them. And Adam's brought this horse on so nicely. Like you said, he's only had a handful of runs. And to Glenn McIntosh, thank you. To Justice van Wyk, thank you very turffontein. And to Wilgeborst Turffontein, thank you.
Your wife sent me a message. She wants to go to dinner tonight.
It's on her.
Okay.
But yeah, just a big thank you to my wife, my beautiful kids, and all my family, my mother, my father, my sister, all my cousins. I got a big support base, and it really helps a lot.
Thanks, Gav.
Thank you.
Well done. 4 out of 5 races for Gavin Reina. He's on fire. Adam, you and I chatted before the race. You chatted to Johnny. You said they both got equal chances, but this horse walked into the parade ring. I nearly fell over. He's a lovely looker, isn't he?
Yeah, look, I did think they both had equal chances. I must say, I did say to the owner of Breeze over the only thing, he may need it. And in the week, he had been a little bit quiet on me. I know usually when he's run good races, he can be a little bit above himself coming into the race. So he wasn't really himself. I do think that the race would have suited him as much as it suited Poet's Warrior. They're both horses that like it quite genuine. And the pace of the race was picked up at the right time. But, you know, there's a lot of people when you've got a horse that was almost off the track for close to 2 years to thank, and it's mainly Justice Van Wyk and Glenn McIntosh. Seldomly you're going to find guys that are going to say to you, look, you've got faith in a horse, take your time, and when he's ready, you can bring him back to the track. And also to Craig Zack, you know, his first run back after a long break, he really looked after him, and he came through the run exceptionally well. And going from a 2,000 to a 2.6, I think probably was a lot of people's question mark. Second run after the rest, 2 furlongs further. But that's where my dad came into play. He's always said to me, when you're going to do something like that, what you do in between the races is the most important thing. So he didn't have to do too much. He came in today to the race well. Credit to Gavin, brilliant ride. To my staff back at home, well done.
Well done to you.
Thank you so much. And to our sponsors, World Sports Betting, thank you.
Here we go. Adam Azzi, speaking of World Sports Betting, here's Simpiwe, the winning groom. He gets 1,500 Rand from World Sports Betting. Simpiwe, well done. Your horse has won.
I'm very happy today to win this horse because this is a long time. There's no two races. I've won, yes, is to win.
And he's a beautiful horse.
Very nice.
Yes. Well done to you, Simpiwe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Simpiwe. 1,500 Rand. Congratulations. Thank you very much, World Sports Betting. And that does conclude our presentation here. Race number 5, first leg of the £1 million jackpot. When I last looked, it was 756,000. Your numbers here: 3, 4, 2, and 1.